Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back, legally, on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Okay, first of all, this couldn't happen to a nicer city, Oklahoma City. And you know why. Jerks. But there was a Walmart in Oklahoma City who was forced to temporarily close their doors because a skunk was spotted in the men's shoe department. Was that Clay Bennett?
Yes.
Hey!
Nice. Save our Sonics, BJ.
Yeah, that's what I did. So a pest control service was called, and the skunk will be treated for an injury before it's released back into the wild. That's the kind of world we are now. I mean, the skunk comes in your joint, sticking up the place, and you're like, I should be able to, instead they go, we're going to take him out, take care of his injuries.
So they shut it down because of the skunk.
Yeah.
Imagine showing up to Walmart and you just want to get whatever you got to get. And, I'd just be so frustrated. Yeah. I went to a QFC yesterday, and it was 9:30 in the morning. I went to one of the doors and it was freezing. So I walk to the door and it's doesn't open. I'm like, what the F? And then I see a sign that says, this door is not open until 10 a.m. Go to the other door. And that was just a minor inconvenience. I still got to go into the QFC, but I was like, what is wrong with this place? It's a problem. Stupid pandemic shutting down our doors.
And shut down our doors. Oh, I'm telling you right now.
I would be livid, dude, if I showed up to a Walmart and I was like, you're telling me you're not open because of a skunk? I'll go in there.
Yeah.
And then next we see Steve getting a tomato bath.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I accidentally I ran over a dead skunk once.
Oh, man. Well, that was fun, huh?
It I don't know how. It was many years ago, but it kicked the scent into the car.
Oh, you probably crushed its stink sack.
Probably right.
Wow. Yeah.
And dude, I never got that scent out of the car. It got to the point where I was I need to just get rid of the car. I tried everything, and it was just the scent of that skunk was there. I think it was maybe a little bit more psychological than anything, but it felt like it was just there forever.
Yeah.
So I can almost understand. I still would be mad if I showed up to Walmart and they shut it down.
Well, they happen to have a representative from the Pest Control Services, and I think he wants to make a statement about this whole thing. His name is Trevor Bounds. He's an amazing employee for their pest control company.
Oh.
Well, we got a call this morning. They had a skunk that had got into the men's shoe department. Nobody wants to come shop at Skunk Spray Central. We gave him some watermelon treats, and once we could get him calmed down enough where he could trust the trap, he went ahead and committed into our trap, and we loaded him up.
Wait a second, watermelon treats, was that the Rev they were catching, or was it the skunk?
I could go for some watermelon
treats. Dude, I was about to
treats.
have something in common with skunks.
Yeah, you like watermelon treats?
Freaking love watermelon treats.
Well, look at this.
I like regular watermelon. I like watermelon flavored gum.
Yeah.
Anything.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers, that's the best one.
Those are my favorite.
Every time you talk about how you like so many different versions
I sound like Forrest Gump.
It's
I like Bubba.
Watermelon juice, there's a shrimp, and there's a gum shrimp.
Fried watermelon, barbecued watermelon.
I like my watermelon, is
what I'm
saying.
Diced up. I like my watermelon right there on the rind.
I don't know why every time I do an impression of Forrest Gump,
watermelon.
it's really Sling Blade I do. I don't understand.
Well, you're trying to do Bubba, I guess, but you're not very good at it.
Yeah, he's right. I like watermelon.
So raccoons, I'm sorry, skunks.
The raccoons, now, on the other hand,
I don't know what
they wouldn't
like.
have gone without a fight.
Skunks like watermelon.
Yeah, apparently skunks like watermelon.
Raccoons like cherries.
How do you know that?
Because there used to be this pack of raccoons that lived behind my apartment, and so me and Joe were really drunk one night, and we just decided that we were going to try to feed them, and so we fed them cherries because that's the only thing I had in my refrigerator.
Oh.
They loved it.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Pits and all? Or did you de-pit them for them?
No, pits and all.
I got one of those machines that you line up the cherries and go...
Are
boom,
you serious?
Pits come out.
Oh, well, the raccoons better not hear about this because they're coming to your house.
Yeah, I don't use it, though. It takes too much time and energy. I'd rather just eat it and just spit it out.
Yeah, that's
on
the
brand
theme
for
of
you.
the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Theme of my life.
that's really.
I am very... That's cool that they like watermelon.
Hey, hold on a second, okay? Trevor has more to say, and he's an expert employee for Slappy's Pest Control Service. Okay, let's come on now. Trevor's waiting at the dais over here. Come on.
We'll have anywhere from 15 to 20 skunk calls, every other week. Edmond is, definitely full of skunks.
Well, it's Oklahoma City for you.
I'm never going there.
Oh, I'm not going there. I mean, that's the skunk capital of Skunkolia.
And
Skunkolia.
And you think the skunk's just like men's shoes, or is it just a coincidence that they were in the men's shoes department?
Well, that's a really good question. Maybe there was a sale. Yeah.
It's a good point.
I think skunks like to
getting
roll
cold
back
out.
savings like everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and men's shoes, maybe they make a good house. Because women's shoes are open. So maybe like the summer house are the women's shoes for the skunks, but then when it gets to be winter, they need the closed shoes, so they go with the men's.
Has anyone been head to head with a skunk?
Yes.
You mean like a pit fight? Like a cage match?
Just like, you're face to face with a skunk, and then they just, I don't know if they get you.
You have, Vicky?
It was a domesticated one, and they brought it to the station. We were podcasting, and I ran out of the podcast room to go pet it. It was so cute.
And when you say domesticated, its sack was removed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like...
And it was also
married.
neutered, I think.
Oh,
Hey-o.
lady!
It was huge. It was just so chill and fluffy. It just...
Well, if you try having someone take your sack out and see how chill you're going to be. It's probably like, well, I'm done.
There's no stress anymore.
Yeah, it's like, they get my sack out. At this point, I got to be nice to
So it was
everybody.
domesticated, like someone used it as a pet?
Yeah, it was her pet.
And she just hung out with the skunk?
All the time.
I mean,
Interesting.
Pepe
Did she
Le
walk
Pew...
the skunk?
Well, she was just carrying it around like a baby kind of a thing. Like, okay.
Aw,
It was really cute. I got to find a picture.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of, I guess, look like cats, or at least if you're Pepe Le Pew, you think a cat's close to a skunk.
Well, that's because the cat unfortunately walked past like a white paint and put a stripe on it.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I mean, and it's not too far from it because one late night, my wife was coming home and she saw what she thought was a kitty by our front door. It was a baby skunk, and she ran away.
The skunk or your wife?
My wife.
Okay, good.
Yeah, she got a hell away from that skunk.
So
you guys are just making a big stink out of this whole thing. And then Danny might be right with the cherries, man. Someone just texted saying raccoons come to my house in the middle of the night and empty out both of my cherry trees. If I didn't have to get up at 3:30 in the morning, I'd be out there with my pistol.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, you guys didn't know that, but I mean,
Danny's fault. He got them all hooked on cherries.
I did.
well, and also it's widely known the number one song for raccoons is Cherry Pie. It's their favorite song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And of course, they're very upset, of course, that
Their leader, Jamie Lane's
Janie doesn't like the song and really pissed about the whole thing. And they're like, but it's our favorite.
You're our leader.
Yeah, come on, man.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, didn't we try to give them watermelon too, Joe? And they didn't like the watermelon. Yeah.
I like how you two drunks are trying to remember an evening.
Well, at that point, I was just, because you said watermelon. It's like, raccoons do not like watermelon. So you go with the cherries.
So you guys are
really?
sitting in your apartment.
Well, on the porch.
On the porch, you're like, we should feed the raccoons.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Because it's not like skunks and raccoons are that different. I mean, they kind of. I mean, are they a part of the same similar family? I don't know, but I mean, think
some like watermelon, some don't.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like humans.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We're all
I don't get
different,
anyone who doesn't
man.
like watermelon. That seems ridiculous.
Same. Yeah.
Like I'm
Bruce.
almost willing to be okay with somebody that doesn't like honeydew. Although I think that's crazy as well because it's delicious.
I don't like honeydew.
Oh, honeydew is
When it's the right like texture, nice and soft. As opposed to like
that's when I hate it the most.
Oh, that's
I
the
like
best.
it harder.
You do?
Yeah, I like all my fur.
I don't
my
want it
fruit
hard in
firm.
my mouth. I like it just going to get squishy.
Yeah, but what about the honeydew, guys?
I do love firm melons.
Yeah, firm, all kinds of fruit.
No, I like my cantaloupe, and I also like it room temperature.
See, I don't like cantaloupe at
Whoa.
all.
How do you not like cantaloupe? It's like watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew. Those are like the three.
Yeah.
Oh my god, cantaloupe and honeydew are not. Yeah, I'm with Danny on that, and I don't
this
like
is
to be
weird
with
to me.
Danny, but what can I do?
Yeah, just watermelon.
How do you like watermelon but don't like the other members
Okay,
of the
hold
melon
on a
family?
second. Watermelon is not really a melon. Not the way those
What
other
is
two
in
are.
the name?
I know it's in the name, but it's not like we haven't named things stupid. Watermelon.
It's a big-ass melon.
It's a completely different consistency and taste,
True.
whereas cantaloupe and honeydew are very similar. In both.
They hate watermelon because it's crunchy water. What? It's
I love my
delicious
water crunchy.
Yeah.
Don't have ice ever again, pal.
And wow,
That's crunchy
What?
water.
oh jeez.
That's actually true, yeah.
I mean, yeah. All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about you guys. Not like
Oh, I know exactly what you can think about us, the same way you always do, that we are not related to you.
That's true.
Okay.
Man, that
Man.
just seems, maybe I should go to barbecues with you guys so I don't have to worry about fighting over the honeydew or the cantaloupe.
You're going to have all of that.
And bring Almond Joy, because you know I'm the only one that likes Almond Joy. Bring those to the barbecue.
And actually,
too.
I won't have watermelon if it's like one of those like fruit salads where it's mixed with the honeydew and the cantaloupe, because then you get all mixed flavors and it's gross.
I'm with you,
yeah.
man. I don't like those little like smorgasbords of fruits, like with the grapes.
I mean, a fruit salad?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Because it does. It takes
just
on the
like-
taste of
yeah.
everything.
It does.
Yeah.
Unless there's alcohol that's been soaked in it for a
Oh,
long period of
yeah.
time.
Spody.
See, that's the key.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because with a regular salad, what do? They take all those flavors and douse them in blue cheese or ranch or whatever.
Right. The vodka is like the honey mustard for a salad.
There we go.
Makes it better.
I can't, I get into a fight every time at Denny's. They bring me that bowl and I go, "Where's the vodka on top of my fruit salad? What the hell?"
Someone says mangoes. That's where it's at.
Mangoes.
I like dried mangoes more than regular mangoes.
I love all sorts of mangoes. Mangoes are the best fruit ever.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Can we
a
all agree
thing.
that when caught at the exact right time, when they're like perfectly, like at, I don't know, ripest or whatever,
What are we talking about? Skunks now?
plums?
Oh, plum.
How do we feel about plums?
Plums.
I like plums, but I won't seek
Plums.
out plums.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Plums are so freaking good. You guys are
Plums-
so weird.
The only
It's not-
time I liked plums was because we had a plum tree.
Oh, if I had a plum tree, I'd
Sorry.
never leave my house.
I would rather have
Really?
10 grapes rather than one plum.
What? A plum is like a grape on steroids.
No.
Oh,
no.
my
grapes,
God.
Grapes are way
I like
better than
plums.
plums.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
If they're perfectly sweet and ripe to the right
That's
point,
what I'm
then they're
saying.
great.
Sometimes they're just, you got to find that sweet spot. But
Yeah, well, guess what? I find that sweet spot by taking 10 grapes and throwing it in my mouth. They
and then
work
you just-
every time.
You cut it, and you twist it, and you pull that pit out, and it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I could
Delicious
just
treat.
always get.
How was that, Steve? Yeah. There you go.
Or I don't got to worry about pits, and they're bite-sized. My plum becomes bite-sized because it's always good.
what about seeded grapes?
Seeded.
There are
Who's
seeded
buying
grapes.
seeded grapes?
Those I don't know. I
Yeah.
question people that do that.
Terrorists.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
That
is
seems
what
like why are you
happens.
going to put all that effort into something that they've already provided you an opportunity to eat it without it?
Exactly.
It's like seeded watermelon.
Yeah.
Which, how do they get the seeds out?
They have a couple of people. You know how the Oompa Loompas and
Yeah.
So
Same people that get the
not
cream
everybody
into the Twinkie.
Well, if
they
you're
get
not
the seeds out of the watermelon.
if you're not good enough to be an Oompa Loompa, then you get relegated to the water looper.
Oh, it gets hard times. You got to
Yeah.
hit
You
the
gotta go be the
streets to get
watermelon
the seed
seed.
out of things.
You're a feeder seeder or whatever code name they might give you.
Wow.
You know what is terrible? Pears.
Get out. Go home.
Again, like a plum, you get the right pair. It's great.
Maybe I haven't had the right one yet.
Well, you have to keep searching because in order to have a pair, you got to find the one.
I'm going to pairme.com. I don't know.
Wow.
Wow, that was really okay.
That was inspiring.
Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
Someone's like, finally, you guys are talking about food, but it's healthy food.
Yeah, we don't want to. This is Steve's fault. I'm trying to
just-
throw Almond Joy in there, and you totally just said, no, let's go back and talk
I'm
about
not worried
plums.
about your Almond Joy trash.
Almond Joy, at least, is like candy, and Steve goes, here's
That's
a better
not- yeah,
idea.
It's like candy.
You guys
Plums
are insane.
I can't believe. I thought for sure you guys would like plums. I thought for sure we'd
Why
all be
would-
on the same
why would
page
you
about
think,
plums.
How would you think that? You look me in my eyes and go, you look like a plum guy.
I just didn't think anyone could dislike a plum.
I mean, plums are just not even necessary.
Yeah, I don't dislike them, but
I mean, unless you dry them out and can't go to the bathroom, then you prune yourself
They're
up.
definitely not a top five.
No,
Oh
they're not.
boy, that's like top 3 for me.
Plums?
Yes.
With oranges and apples and
Strawberries
grapes and
and-
yes.
Ahead of all the ones you just said.
Are you out
Easy.
of you? Okay, you are definitely not American. Take that MAGA hat off.
I need to take a personal day for
Okay.
this.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna get a hat that just says plum.
plum.
Yeah,
Plum.
I love plums.
Okay, well, there should be an Urban Dictionary, I'm sure.
So says the other guy was right. You guys are all idiots.
Yay!
Oh, well, there we go.
We're trying.
Again,
Yeah, what about peaches? Someone said.
peaches?
They come
I'm
from
gonna
a
move to the
can.
country. I'm going to eat a lot of peaches.
Yeah, well,
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Got a new survey. 2/3 of people who are working remotely right now say there are things they miss about the office. Got the top 10 things they miss about the office. Of course, it's hard for us because we're here.
We're spoiled.
There are people...
Spoiled?
I don't know. Nothing works here. The vending machine's been empty for like a month and a half. Now the microsafe stopped working.
The vending machine's been out for like 3 months, dude.
Oh, dude, this has been a really weird time.
It's been a tough time. Our microwave is still out? It's still broken?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did we tell? Is there anybody we're supposed to tell?
Oh, I told him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. All right, fair enough. Nice.
Did we tell them that we're missing chocolate bars in the vending machine?
I don't know. Are they allowed to come into buildings anymore, the vending people?
Who are they? Why can't they just leave it at the door?
They should.
Yeah, leave it at the door and we'll load the machines and we promise to pay.
Yeah. Leave the keys, too.
I'm a man of integrity. That says a lot about you guys.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll eat them chocolate bars.
All of them.
Well, that's why they should let me be in charge of it.
Yeah, I think I'm also...
Steve, how come we still haven't had any? Don't you have the keys now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It never came, that guy.
Different type of payday.
Yeah. Well, I think we can also... granted, no, none of these are us.
See, mine is
we get to still work here.
Mine, it applies to us too because no one else is coming in. But even if we were working from home, it's the free food. People just bring free food all the time, and without anyone coming into the office, no one brings free food.
I do miss our coworkers that bring us free food.
Yes.
There you go. That's a really good point. I don't miss the free food. I still miss
that one engineer guy. He used to,
Oh, yeah. That was way back in the day.
Donut Friday.
Every Friday was a fantastic time. And then...
Miss you, Matt.
I don't know what happened, Matt. I don't understand. I think if the company realized how important your donuts were, I think they would have realized, okay, whatever we got to do, we got to figure this out. Because the donuts, maybe even more than that guy.
Donut Friday.
Yeah. Well, being face-to-face with other people, the number one thing that people miss about going to work. We're face-to-face with each other, but I will look. I like having the building empty, but I also do miss the people that we work with because there's some people that are really fun that do work here. So it's a bittersweet thing for me.
Yeah, you'd walk around the halls like most of the time. Then your daughter had to go chase you down and get you back on the air, but you were just down the other end, just talking with everybody.
That's right. So I do miss that. And that's number 2 on the list, office banter. People missing that.
Hey, just as a quick update. According to our texters, the vendors at my work still come. I get snacks all the time. Another person at the vending machine company. I work for one, and we're allowed in. We're allowed into buildings. You need a better vending machine company.
What the heck?
Like me, Brandon, from Bremerton.
Hey, Brandon, I'll tell you what.
Brandon, you're hired.
Send your number. Danny, send your number, and Danny, send it to the people.
Well, he texted us. We have his number.
Oh, good call. All right, then get his number to the people because then this is a travesty. Why isn't our vending machine filled?
I'm sure we have a contract with a company that we can't just all of a sudden just bring, hey, we're using your vending machine. We filled it with someone else's.
Oh, no, we're going to get this out of here.
Just get the machine out?
Well, yeah, right through the window.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was when you have a company
go
bring you a mattress, they take the old mattress.
Yeah, exactly.
Just throw it out the window.
Brandon, you need a vending machine that's empty?
We really are the bosses now because the bosses don't come in anymore.
Right.
So, it's like Lord of the Flies. Good God.
Yeah.
We could redecorate and everything.
There's no such thing as a contract if they're not bringing the candy in. The contract is broken.
Very good point. Until I see a payday bar in there, we're done with you.
One payday.
That's right. Just one payday is all we need. Yeah. How about this? How about people say they miss being able to just ask a question out loud and not having to send a message?
Oh. Well, I feel like most of us just handle everything through email. I don't know. I'm not missing that.
You're not missing that?
Also, sometimes if things don't get done, then there's some coworkers that will pull the old, I never said that. But if you do it over email, it's like, well, actually, I have proof that you said that.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Well, sometimes you got to make sure someone's accountable.
Sometimes you got to.
Sometimes.
Like the vending people.
Like the vending people, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If I had something on an email that said that you were guaranteed chocolate bars forever, I could pull that out.
See, I'm hoping someday they bring back that old company that where we used to have the get just take stuff. You know, that market we had.
Oh, the Avanti market.
Because I still have money on that. Right? I charged up a bunch because you got to charge up your little tab.
So we just need to find someone who has one of those in their building, and you could at least...
Oh, I'm waiting. I still have my tab on my thing. I'm going to go in there and scan it and get the rest of my money back. Avanti's got like $50 of mine. Because I figured, I'll charge this up and go get stuff anytime I want. And then then I walk in one day and it's gone. I'm like, what?
That'd be so funny if you went into some random person's workplace that has the Avanti market. You don't know anyone in there, and you just purchase $50 worth of stuff and leave. And people are like, who was that guy, and why did he just leave with all those like cups of soup and frozen cheeseburgers and ice cream bars?
That man is stealing our burrito.
You find me a place, Steve. I will make that happen. I want my money. So I'm going to get my stuff. You tell me who's got an Avanti market. I'm going to their workplace. I'm doing it.
I saw a buddy who works at a competing radio station, though, that's not in this building.
Yeah.
You can go visit him. He's got the Avanti market.
I'll get the invite. I'll take the tour. Then before they even know it, they're all going to be Avanti cleaned out.
They'll be like, why is BJ in our building?
And what's
going on here? He's the competitor.
Why is he taking the canned chicken? What's going on?
Yeah. He stole the tuna packets. What does this mean?
Oh, man. People say they miss working in a team. Why they not going to the workplace? I guess being on a Zoom team not the same thing. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think so. It's just awkward. I mean, Zoom meetings it's better than nothing. It's better than like a phone conference call because at least you could see each other and play off of each other. But I don't think it's anything like being in the conference room with a few people just kind of bouncing ideas.
Do you still have to do a meeting every week?
No. Thankfully.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But I mean, I have to do a meeting every week, but it's not the meeting that you're talking about. I have a million meetings, but the one meeting I do a week is via Zoom, and it's quick.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad.
That's not bad. People say they miss their desk.
I miss your desk.
Yeah. Would you miss your desk if you weren't here? I mean, would it be like a real sad thing for you if you couldn't go to your desk?
There's not been a moment in my life when we're on vacation where I just want to get back to my desk.
I'm wondering if it's like if you're at home, I've seen like some of my friends just have to set up in the dining room and then they have their kids all over the place wanting to get on the computer and everything. And the idea of having your own desk, it's your own space. No one else is messing with it. Well, in theory. So I think that might be why they miss their desk.
There is no way.
I miss my Aquaman Funko Pop sometimes though when I go home.
Oh, that's on your desk.
Yeah.
I have to say, man, there is no way that if my kids were, little kids, and this happened during if this happened during when I was a younger parent, I would lose my damn mind if I had to work from home.
No, that's a big issue.
It's pretty amazing that people are doing this.
Some people, they say that's the hardest part about working at home is just they're constantly distracted by their children.
Yeah, and I, at least when I was parenting, you were allowed to be a little bit meaner to your kids. I mean, it wasn't considered like wrong to do to yell at your kids every once in a while. And when that would have been happening, and of course I would feel horrible because I would have been a lot more of a jerk of a parent. Because the stress of having to try to do a job while the kids are just doing what they do, being little kids. Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, good news. Someone says I work for Avanti. You can call customer service. They will refund your money to your card, BJ.
I want the tuna packs.
All right, then how about this texter? Shauna says, I have an Avanti market at the DHL in Renton. Just come on over and get some Cheez-Its.
Woo! The system works.
Also, I like how you went with tuna packs as your choice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Not the donuts or the sweets?
I was trying to be good. That's why Avanti was great. They had those little tuna packs.
No, Avanti was great because they had White Castle burgers at ours. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
They almost got, they were like, I was the only person I think that was eating them, so they kept restocking it. Then I was like, yeah, usually we just stop stocking the White Castle burgers because no one gets them. I'm like, no, please keep doing it. It's just like a taste of awesomeness.
And they had the Mrs. Freshly's cupcakes, too, which, I love better than other cupcakes from snack companies. Yeah, that's gone now. People say they miss hearing office gossip. That's the thing they miss about being at the workplace. So we still have the petty people that like to go to work and gossip about everybody.
I'm never one that really jump in on gossip stuff, but like every once in a while, like someone will share something. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty juicy. I like listening to. Like, it's like you as much as you don't want to be the person that's getting involved in someone else's gossip, and I don't want to change my opinion on someone, but someone will be like, did you hear what this person did with that person? I'm like, no, and then you hear it, and you're just like, wow, that's like straight out of like the stereotypical office, romance BS.
I always am the last one to know those things. You guys, I always say to you guys, hey, did you hear about this and this? And you guys go, oh,
we knew that 6 months ago, man.
Damn it.
They're already broken up. They're on to this other guy in sales.
And you guys never tell me anything. I don't know why. Is it because you're afraid I'll say something?
Yes.
On the air, yes.
No, that's
Absolutely.
That's a good call. Yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah, you're not good at that.
People say they miss their chair.
You know what?
I mean, some of our office chairs are pretty good.
This chair is really nice, and I've got chairs that I've taken from the office. I was allowed to take them, but they aren't really great anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's when you're allowed to take the office chairs. They're not that great anymore.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to throw this one away, Rev. Do you want it?
Basically. And I was like, yes, I would love this. And then the whole little thing where it was supposed to keep you going up and down, it just would always go down.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, not great.
People say they miss catching up about other people's weekends. Like, how was your? You know how people say, "How was your weekend?" Usually, you just say "good." There are people that go, "I really enjoyed that part of my office experience."
Facebook,
right?
No, I'm thinking it's something else, man. Like, because when Sarah and I'd be like, well, before COVID, it'd be like, "Girl, guess what I did this weekend? Who I banged?"
Oh, you don't use that as a status update on your Facebook.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You get all that juicy gossip.
So it's a gossipy weekend update.
It's like, girl.
All right, okay.
Oh, I thought it was more like a chance for someone to flirt with a coworker. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
How was your weekend? Maybe next weekend will involve me.
Whoa.
And then HR gets involved.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Maybe I was talking with HR about this.
When did that ever work for you?
Not for me. This is all hypothetical.
How was your weekend? Maybe the next one it can be with me and even better.
No.
Okay, I'll go to the office now.
Not me. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Not
two
you.
people.
Where would you get that idea that we
don't know.
be on this list?
I watched the sexual harassment video our company made us watch, and it seems falls right in line.
Do you know that everybody in that video is not in a good mood? I mean, really, was it because it's here's Steve? Should I just call everybody Steve? That's the bad guy in that video.
Might as well. Well, maybe
There's
it's like
Steve
a spark
having
between two coworkers, and they look forward to seeing each other on Monday, so they could kind of catch up on their fun weekend and flirt with each other.
I wonder if anybody, because this looks like
I guarantee you, there's people out there that do that.
But we have going back to the sexual harassment video. They never mention our company like the actors never do. So I bet there are other people that have the same video that are shown.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm wondering, if everybody knows the people, because Steve, you were all over that video. Like you could tell when Steve was about to come in the room and talk to a coworker, and she's like, "I am uncomfortable now."
That is such BS. I would never give someone a neck rub.
Not even me?
No.
Oh, all right.
I mean, there's always
walk in and be like, "You look stressed. Let me put my hands on your neck."
I have to say this though.
True.
I mean, if it were reversed and some of those women were offering me a neck rub, I mean, who turns it down? Because a lot of those women seem really nice. You know what I mean?
I'll turn it down in a heartbeat at work.
Well, I mean, if you're not married,
still.
Oh, you won't get a neck? I'll get a neck rub anywhere I can. Those are awesome.
No, it wouldn't be worth the headache.
Well, I mean, if it was legit, like if you could do it and not be pissed off.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is this. The idea is that obviously you don't want to offend anybody in the workplace. My attitude is that, you know what, look, if somebody was a troll coming over, I don't want them bothering me. But I mean, the guy that's sliding into everybody's DMs like the old guy, I don't think that anybody wants that old guy talking to him. You know what I mean? As soon as that poor woman sat at the table, I'm like, you need to get out of that table. Nothing good's good. That guy's an old creep. I can tell you this right now. He's an old creep. Get out of there.
But he has strong hands.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Some of those guys you could see coming down the street in that video. You know what I mean? Who's going to even talk to these people in the video? They just look like creeps. Is that too soon? All right, sorry. I learned a lot, though.
So it's just the reason why people miss their workplace because they don't get to see their work wife or work husband.
That's a really good point. There are work spouses, no doubt about it, and pretty non-physical, intimate work relationships.
Right.
And I can see people missing those. Yeah, I can. This is the weirdest thing. People really miss their printer.
Okay, now we're just running out of ideas.
Well, that makes sense.
I miss the plant in the hallway.
No, because a lot of people, I don't have a printer at home, and sometimes I need to print a document, and I don't have one. And I'm like, I got to go to work.
Spend 20 cents.
Hey, I don't have a plant in the hallway.
Man, you know what I really miss is that toilet paper roll in the second stall in our bathroom. Really, just the toilet paper just flows right out of it. It's stupid, man. This whole thing is stupid.
The whole thing is stupid.
Printer?
All of it.
I miss the printer.
How about going on walks with coworkers during your lunch break? That's on the list.
I miss picking flowers with Danny.
All right.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Apparently, you just don't understand the importance of the workplace. Okay.
I can't, but I bet people do miss their lunch breaks with each other. You go, that's your chance to catch up with each other. You walk on out and get yourself maybe a roast beef sandwich or something.
Oh, roast beef sandwich.
That's a very oddly specific lunch break.
I don't know, dude. Me and Rev had a conversation literally this morning about how he loves the bathroom here.
Pardon me?
I love seriously, the bathroom here is fantastic.
Happening?
I would rather poo here than anywhere else except for my house.
Legit conversation.
It's the flowing toilet paper.
It's got to be the toilet paper, man. It comes out quick.
If we would have had a bidet here, I would always poo here.
He would drive 40 minutes from Tacoma to go poo here.
Absolutely would.
I don't really even want to know about this.
What is so great? I've used the bathrooms here. It's nothing special.
It's a safe place.
Huh?
What are you
safe place
of?
for what? You think
in the middle of a war zone?
Is some tiger going to attack you? But you're okay here?
If there's any issues, I don't have to clean up anything because there's people who clean it every night. And B, if there's if I'm driving through Seattle at some point and I need to make a pit stop, I'm going to stop here and go to the bathroom because it's a place that I know and I'm familiar about.
Familiar with it.
Yes, and I know exactly where it is. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to ask anybody. I can just use my key card and go through, and it's private.
And it's a safe place.
It's a safe place.
You will not be attacked by any strange creatures.
Wild animals are not allowed in our bathrooms.
Yeah, they don't have a key card.
The most disturbing part of this whole conversation is the Rev says, that way I don't have to clean up the aftermath. It's like, what?
Yeah, I tried to gloss over that part.
My God, it's like, what are you doing in there? Are you having fights with something?
There have been issues in the past.
It must be all the animals that are attacking you.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.